Hey guys, so recently we made a video talking about the latest immigration laws and policies in Japan. Since then there's been a development. They've changed the laws in relation to permanent residency and made it considerably harder. In fact, probably impossible for a lot of people. So the new rule is that you have to have above the average Japanese income, which is going to be around 5,700,000 yen a year, which at the current exchange rates is going to be about $38,000 a year US, and you have to have averaged that over the last 5 years consistently, and that has to be your ongoing income minimum. And the other requirement is that you have to contribute to the pension system, so put into the pension system the equivalent of 30 years of employee contributions, which if you're 25 years old or 30 years old and you're going to be working here for 30 years, that's just going to happen. If you're older than about 30 years old or 35 years old, then you need to be able to show that you have savings or other income or other money that will be the equivalent of that. So the way it works, the Japanese pension system is if you only pay into it for 10 years, when you get the pension, you get a smaller pension. If you pay in for 30 years, you get the full pension when you retire, which isn't a lot, by the way. It's like Ichiman Hapsen a week or something, Ichiman Ropsen a week. It's not much. It's about 120 bucks a week or something like that. That's the full pension. So that's the requirement, is that you have to either show that you will pay into it for 30 years, or that you've got money to make up, that you'll have the end result will be the equivalent of getting a full Japanese pension. And the other thing that's not quite as clear, we haven't been able to find any clear explanation, but Japanese language ability, right? An understanding and a competency in Japanese language, and an understanding of Japanese culture and rules. So that's a little bit more vague. But in whatever documents you submit in your application for permanent residency, you need to show those things. I would suspect at some stage in the future they're going to have to tighten up that explanation and give us a level, you know, Japanese language proficiency test level 3 or 2 or whatever it is. So it's going to take a lot of people out of the picture. They've also said that they're going to do it retrospectively from April this year, which means that people that applied in April this year that would have fulfilled the requirements at that time, the requirements in April were much easier. So people that have applied in April that are waiting to get their permanent residency, these new guidelines are going to apply to those applications as well, which means there'll be a whole heap of people who applied in April that just aren't going to get it because of the new guidelines. Because 5,700,000 yen a year is above the average Japanese income, and that's going to take out lots of people that are living here, lots of foreigners that are living here, you know, teaching English and doing, you know, factory work and doing other things like that, aren't going to be earning that sort of money. Minimum wage in Japan is about 1,200 yen an hour. I think in Tokyo it's 1,400 yen an hour is the minimum wage, which, you know, that's going to be like 30,000 or 3 million yen a year. So it's almost double that. It's almost double minimum wage that you have to be earning in order to be able to stay here. So a lot of the people that are teaching English or working in retirement homes or restaurants or factories or things like that, their chances of getting permanent residencies just disappeared because their income's not going to be enough. So yeah, it's pretty tough. It's going to be pretty tough. There's going to be a lot of really disappointed people. I've got to tell you, if I applied for permanent residency now under those guidelines, I wouldn't get it. You know, my Japanese reading and writing proficiency isn't real good. I'm too old to show 30 years of pension contributions, and that income, 5,700,000 yen a year for the last 5 years, I haven't met that. So I'd have a real hard time. Luckily, I've had permanent residency for a couple of decades, so I should be okay. Unless they change the laws for those of us who already have it, they could do that. Wouldn't surprise me, the way they've been going. But anyway, that's the new guideline. So what triggered this video is one of our patrons sent a message and said, "Have you heard about it? What's going on?" This is what we've heard. This is what we've heard. So it's getting harder and harder. So it's going to take a lot of people out of the picture. It's going to destroy motivation for a lot of people. People who are trying to build lives here that have just realised that the permanent residency is out of their reach now. It might take away their motivation to stay here, you know. So anyway, it's Japan, so the Japanese government can decide what we do and how they do it and what we're allowed to do and what we're not. So that's the latest on the permanent residency. So I know that won't be good news for some people. I'm sorry about that. It's just the way it is, isn't it? More videos coming soon.